Hello everybody out there, my name's Ryan and today I'm going to be bringing you a video about Redwing Heritage boots and why I will no longer get the traditional resoles done for me, and just talking about various things with the Redwing boots. I typically do a lot of card videos, but I also want to cover all things that I'm interested in. So today's the boots. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, if you haven't seen some of my other videos, I have my day job that I've been at for 20 some years, almost 25 years, and then I have a landscaping business on the side, and I buy and resell things. But with my landscaping business, one of the things I use at the end of their life or middle of their life is the Redwing boots. But what I want to talk to you about is why I no longer will get my Redwings resold. This was my first pair of Redwings. These are the 1907s. I got these about 6 years ago, and excuse the dirtiness because I use these to mow, but these are actually, and you can see these crepe soles are just very soft, and this is actually the second. This was resold, and typically I only got about a year, a little over a year on even the resole, and it really started wearing down. I'm really heavy on this side, as you can see, but I wanted to discuss with you why I will no longer get them resold, especially by Redwing. I love Redwing boots. It's not a knock on them, but it just no longer makes any sense to me to have them do it, and I want to share with you why. So if you get the boots resold with Redwing, it costs you about $150 to get everything you see here: a resole, repair broken laces, latches, hooks, repair any minor stitching, replace laces, recondition the leather, and you will receive a bottle of leather conditioner. And then for the standard resole, for $125, that'll get you a resole, and they'll clean them and condition them. So, but for me, there's just something about a new pair of Redwings. And this is, so that first pair was 1907s. These are the 875s. Now, these I've had for 3 years, and as you can see, they are trashed. And again, I'm heavy on this side. This pair has had conditioner put on it through its life. It hasn't recently, but these have had conditioner put on them. And if they will tell you that the conditioner will not change the color, that's not true. Every conditioner I put on them, they said this Neat's Feet oil wouldn't change the color, but it did. It darkened them up. But anyway, I did put this on the boot to keep them conditioned. I haven't done that in a while on this one. But this one has never been resold. And this one's about, like I say, about 3 years old. But as you can see with me, I'm rough on my shoes. They stretch in the toe, and especially when I'm doing yards and weed eating, it really gives them a bashing. So this pair here, the only thing I've put on these is the Neat's Feet oil here, the leather cream from Redwing. Now what I do now is I buy a pair of Redwings, and then I use them as my daily shoe to work, and I alter them with Rangers and tennis shoes and everything like that. So I don't wear them every day, but this is a pair I've had for a little over a year. This has had 0 conditioning. I've put nothing on these because I wanted to see how they darkened up, and because I've done better about alternating these with other shoes, the wear's not as bad on these, but you can see that's the natural patina that happens with them. This ever had a brush on it to knock off the dirt, and a wet cloth. And I have, where I've used on the other boots, this foam leather cleaner. I have not used that on these. I just wanted to see how they would do, you know, with nothing. But the reason I would never have them resoled with this soft crepe sole anymore is because it doesn't make economic sense to me, for me. And with the price being what I showed you on getting them resoled. At Redwing, you can buy a pair for $309 plus taxes and shipping. And if you wore them every day, that comes out to about 85 cents a day. On eBay, on average, you can get brand new. I've ordered 3, 4, 5 pairs on eBay between the Rangers and the Mocktoes. That comes out to about 73 cents a day. So if you look at the cost of the shoe, if you get it on eBay, and I recommend getting your first pair at Redwing because the sizing can be funny. But the place I get it on eBay, you can send them back. So if they're not right, you can send them back. But the cost of a resole is $150 because it makes more sense to go with that premium package with what it covers. So you're talking about a $120 difference there that's saved. That for me, I just rather, for me personally, everybody's different because I'm so rough on my shoes, I just rather pay that $120 difference and get a new pair of shoes. And I just ordered and got a new pair of boots, and I wanted to show you the difference in color in just a year. And this is doing nothing except, you know, just brushing them off and wiping them down with a cloth. And not that you wear something to have people compliment or say something, but it's just funny when they look like this. And in my first 6 months of really trying to take care of them, so many people commented how much they love my boots. They're like, man, what are those? Where'd you get them? I got to get a pair. Nada. I don't hear anything once they get here. Like I say, doesn't matter. It's just funny how just even having these differences make this boot stand out. And for me, I just love getting the new boot. I enjoy the aspect of breaking them in. I'm so used to them. They don't hurt my feet breaking them in. And, you know, as far as, is it wasting money to not get them resoled? Not for me, because I continue to wear the boots doing my mowing. A lot of the guys that do yards wear Thorogoods or a Redwing, but I just enjoy these boots so much that I like using them for my mowing. I did have an issue, water will get in here, but one of the things I do is I put this snow seal on. You get the boot hot, you can take a hair dryer, heat it up, and you apply this and work it in, and it really helps keep the water out on these. It's time for a cleanup. I'm getting to the end of the mowing season, so I'll recondition these. The only thing I would consider, because these are so soft, which makes them a comfortable walk, is getting them resoled by a local cobbler. And I've checked, it's about $90 locally plus tax and all that. And I would put maybe a harder one on there. But for me, it's just like, man, I don't want to pay $150 when I'm just so rough on my shoe and it looks like that, and you spend $150 and then it'll come back clean, but they can't fix the stretch and the worn out. Now, I know some people love that they're broke in and love that look, but for me, man, I love ordering me a pair brand new, that new leather smell, good full size sole on there. And the first 6 months of them, I'm good about, you know, making sure I take care of them, switching to my other shoes. So it's getting close where these, I will alternate these with these new ones, and these will start to transition to become work boots and yard boots, and eventually replace one of these that might eventually break through the sole. But that's just my my point of view on these. It's different for everyone. Some people really like the wore out, broken look, but this is great stuff for the conditioning of the boots. It is going to change the color, and I want to show you. I've never put it on these boots before, but I want to show you that it does. You just take a little bit, dab it on there. I'm going to do it on the back so we can see. Doesn't change it much, and you might not be able to tell. On TV on the screen here. It's not much, but it does, you can kind of see the difference. It does darken it up, but it darkens it up the least amount of any product that I've seen, and it's real good, and it's just good to work it in. On these, I've always just kind of taken the brush and then, you know, massaged on them and got the natural oils come out, because they're bad about cracking right in here, because that's a stress point on them. The other thing I wanted to share with you that really helped the shape of my boots last longer and do better than this first pair, because I didn't have it on these, is having the shoe trees. And I got this first pair of shoe trees from Redwing. I can't remember the price, but you don't need to get the Redwing brand. There's these Cobbler's Choice. They're just as good. I keep them in my Rangers, and I think they're at least half the price. And you can order them on Amazon, and they get here quick, but they're great for keeping the shape of the boot, removing, you know, any sweat or odor. It just really helps. And that's the other great thing why I like using Redwings, as you see these, for mowing, because they don't stink. And when I come in the house, part of why I like sticking to these soles, even though they wear down quick, is they don't track in a lot of mud if I happen to walk in. So anyway, I have given you a lot of information. Hope it was helpful on why I choose not to get my Redwing Heritage resold anyway. But I really appreciate you watching. If you watch my other videos, you know I like to say, try to do something every day you enjoy. Try to be a light for someone. And thank you for watching. Please like this video. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe and take care of yourself.